So today I'm out on my big bike, my 2008 Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600, because, well, I need to ride it more. And out of the past 4 months, this is probably maybe the third or maybe fourth time I've ridden this thing. I mean, look how dirty she is. It did rain a little bit this morning, though. So I'm going to blame that and not my lack of cleanliness. This is also just now getting into spring, so she's been in the garage a little bit. But we got big changes coming to this thing. Well, not really big changes. Basically, we're going to change our handlebar setup a little bit. I'm going to throw some 16-inch apes on here. I had 12s on here before I went to the stock bars, but the 12s kind of put me like right in here. And they didn't seem like they were tall enough. They were kind of like in a weird, awkward position, like halfway between. I just could never get used to it. That, and when I bought this bike, a previous owner had a Batwing fairing on it. And those 12s would not work with that Batwing fairing. The angle of the fairing and just where the freaking bars are, at least where the risers mount, it just wasn't working. The Batwing does work fantastic, though, with the stock bars, which I did a couple day trips with that setup. The only downside there is with the Batwing, it just covers up so much of this road view. Like the windshield or the top of the Batwing, the fairing sits like right here. I miss all of this stuff. Everything over here on the left, on the right, directly in front of the bike. I can't see it. So I had an old 15-inch Memphis Shades Bats windshield, and I tested that for a little bit. The only downside is, with its height, it still sends the air directly into my freaking helmet, and I get a lot of head buffeting from it. I thought about just running no windshield like this, but man, if I'm going to be on a bike like all day, or if nothing else, several hours, I'm going to definitely want some sort of protection. Freaking rock hitting me, freaking rain, if it's cold. But luckily, the power sports dealer I go to, where I get most of my work done, pretty much all my work done, if I don't do it myself, they apparently list parts that either customers have ordered and never picked up, or things that they may have accidentally ordered. They list those on Facebook Marketplace, so I was able to get a Memphis Shades 21-inch windshield, which is going to be 6 inches taller than the other one I got, for like $75. Which, if you guys know Memphis Shades products, they don't cost $75. You know what I mean? So, as far as I'm concerned, that's a smoking deal, which is good, because I'm going to get the wind protection, which means I can go to the 16-inch apes. Which a previous owner installed an extended brake line, so I know that's good. I'll have to make some extended harnesses for the wiring, new throttle cables, which actually should be delivered today. I didn't go pre-made. I went with one of those build-your-own cable kits for like $60-some, I think. Because the only cables I could find were Mean Cycles, which I know those are going to be quality, but I don't need like the $350 kit. So I'll still have to source a clutch cable or a clutch line. It's a hydraulic clutch. But the biggest thing is getting the throttle cable sorted out, making sure all the stuff's gonna fit. Which, just kind of holding everything up, those should put me right about here, which is gonna be perfect. And the reason I want that windshield is I remember when I had apes on the old Shadow, popping on the interstate briefly. Yeah, I just remember feeling like I was about to get ripped off the bike, and it was not a comfortable experience. I don't care for it. Hence the big giant windshield, which is going to look really goofy on this bike, because the gauges are mounted on the front of the freaking triple above the headlight, so the freaking Memphis Shades brackets stick out just a wee bit far. But also, we're talking about a bunch of random people in places that maybe I've never been before, that I'll never see again. Like, I kind of don't really give a crap what they think, because I'm going to be on a motorcycle having fun. So, fudge them. Ain't that worried about it. But thinking about that, though, man, that also means that some of these freaking projects I got are kind of stacking up a little bit. Because we're basically we're trying to make this more touring ready, which a while back, I found a crash bar or freaking highway bar, or whatever you want to call it, for a VN 1500, the freaking Nomad, or whatever the heck that one is, which sort of fits. You got to modify it a little bit, but I was able to get it on my VN 1600B Mean Streak. It's a 1.5-inch freaking tube, and I was able to find like one set of highway pegs, that actually fit a 1.5-inch freaking bar. And I just put these on this morning. Oh yeah. That is so much better, because that's the other thing too, is like I'm going to want to be able to stretch out on this thing. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I dig that. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's cool. Can I flip them back up without crashing? Nice. We're looking goofy in front of the police department right there. Don't mind me. I'm just an idiot. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this setup. I got a Mustang seat on here, which I found the front part on the internet, on good old eBay, because I don't need the pillion part. I don't have a pillion. I got me a new Viking bag set up, a new freaking, like, luggage bag. I don't know what the heck to call it. And honestly, these stock bars are fine. I mean, I could cruise with these. I just kind of really want the apes, man, just for the look. I don't know. I'm just kind of excited to get out and do a little more on this bike, you know? I want to kind of push myself to go a little bit. I got some new toys to play with. I bought a new drone that I haven't even taken out. I bought that over the Christmas holiday. It is currently the end of March at this recording, because I kind of want to try to be a little more cinematic this year. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'm not just gaslighting myself. But yeah, as far as projects on top of this, there's some things I want to do to the Shadow Chopper. Nothing like too major. That bike is for the most part done. There's some things I want to change up on it, and I just want to ride it. Pretty much. I want to take it to maybe some local bike nights, do something like that. That's kind of my project. Myself, yourself could be a project. Yeah, being more social, so I'm counting it. And I still got to swap the engine on that little freaking Grom Clone, which she passed inspection. That little booger passed its state inspection. So its registration and everything is good for another year, which is one of the things I was waiting on. The final piece, as far as parts goes, showed up. The exhaust showed up like a week or two ago. So, yeah, now I just need to find time to do it. I need to just wake up early on a Saturday and just go for it. But if it's a nice, beautiful day like this, if it's beautiful like this, well, it's cloudy and overcast. But you guys know what I mean. If it's a nice day, I'd rather be riding a bike than working on a bike. I think most of us would. But once we start that project, there's not going to be any finishing, because friggin' I got to transfer some stuff from the stock 125cc engine over to the 212, and right now that bike runs like almost perfect. I'm not going to say 100% perfect, but it's pretty darn close. So I'm a little hesitant about screwing that thing up, which I need to go ahead and get that done so that I can take this thing out. I want to take this thing out towards the coast. I got a little trip in mind. Might see if I can take a couple days off work. I want to do it before the tourist season starts. Ideally, anyway. Maybe it won't be as busy and less traffic and all that stress and all that nonsense. Which the unofficial start of summer and tourist season's like in 2 months, so I need to freaking get my butt in gear. Especially if I'm going to put the apes on here, I need to get those on and really get used to that thing. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my travel set up. I'm going to get everything packed, everything loaded up on this bike, and then we're going to ride around for probably at least 2 hours. I'm going to pick a spot. I guess that's kind of like almost a day trip. It's like a mini trip, I guess. Just to kind of get used to everything. Make sure everything works together the way I'm thinking it's going to work. Just kind of test the whole setup. Make sure all my camera stuff fits. Make sure I know how to use it. And make sure I plan on using it, because I don't need to bring every single freaking thing I got, man. Because I got, gosh, 2 different DJI cameras, GoPro. I still got those knockoff ones I started the channel with, but, I mean, those are... I mean, the quality ain't where she needs to be, so we don't even count those. I don't even know why I mentioned them. Got an Insta360 X4 I want to do something with. That's going to be like my B-roll camera, I think. I need to do more testing with that, playing with like the AI edit stuff. Because I think that's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, I want to get some more day trips in, and I want to get some overnighters in. That's my goal. Before Memorial Day weekend, 2026, I want to do an overnight trip somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where yet. I want to take that trip towards the coast, but that's kind of a separate trip. I want to do one before then, which actually could be my 2-hour test trip if I really want to do that. Testing out my goodies and testing out my setup. And I have an idea in mind, because I'm thinking it needs to be someplace that I've been before, that I'm at least familiar with. Which also, coincidentally, is kind of closer to the coast. But I know on the interstate it takes me exactly 2 hours to get to where I want to go, which means it'll probably be closer to like 2.5-ish. because I really don't want to cruise on the interstate if I don't have to. But also at the same time, if I got that big giant windshield, it might not be a big deal. I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to test this stuff out. And then mainly getting used to this thing too, and a lot of it's just the weight, because she's definitely, paper this thing says 650 pounds. Ain't no freaking way, dude. She's pushing 700 easy. There ain't no way this bike is 650 pounds. My Shadow chopper, or at least my Shadow in stock form, was 550. And this does feel kind of light, but also at the same time, she's a little more than I'm used to. But hey, that's a me problem, and that's also why I don't have a big giant freaking like a Road King or something. Because I did look at some Road Kings used on Facebook Marketplace and whatnot, but honestly, we got Road King at home, which I think might be the new nickname for the Kawasaki Mean Streak here. I've been calling it the Big Meanie, or just the Meanie for short. But yeah, let's call her Road King at home. Screw it. But if you haven't been properly introduced to my 2008 Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600, and maybe you'd like to, you can check out this video right here. And as always, y'all be good. See you.